Welcome back, survivors! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores Triplex for what's probably going to be the last episode of the mod, because we've really seen everything at this stage of development for it. This is the only thing we've yet to show off, which is the Labrosaurus. Okay, audio went a little weird there, but yeah, so this big guy is supposed to be the apex predator of the sector. The last two AI slots sound like they're going to be kind of interesting with the Utapejara and the Dinocyrus. But this big guy is still going to probably be a bit problematic for us. But we'll see if we can tackle a few of them. So, the apex predator of the sector, in recent past it used to be the last huntable during non-Dinocyrus seasons, but the change in Utapejara behavior shifted it to the penultimate place, aim for its spine. So we'll see what we can do against them. We will do it on Rebirth Valley, just so that way we keep that bit of map variety we've got. And we're going to try tackling the same approach. Get one or two of these guys, secure them for the trophy room, and then maybe go for a couple of others and tranquilizer hunt. But everything looks pretty good, so let's hop right in and get to hunting down the Labrosaurus. Okay, so we're loaded in here now. I'm just going to... yeah, maybe we'll start with this out. Just so that way, I think it's a little more powerful than the hunting rifle is. Though not quite as accurate. And start us way in the southeastern corner again. So I just want to be careful because I don't know... it looks like these guys are supposed to be pretty massive. But I don't know how that'll like translate in-game. And I also don't know how tough they're going to be either. So maybe we'll start with just a call right in the water's edge and see what happens. Okay, so nothing. So you know what? Maybe I'll try working ourselves up north first. Just try to go with the wind right now. Maybe that'll make it a little bit safer for us as we go about. But this, given where it is slotted in like the mod's roster, I'm expecting it to behave like the Stratosaurus. In fact, it's probably using the Strato AI from Carnivores too. So I don't think that means it's going to be like... okay, no, I thought I heard something else, but again, it might just be how, like, the footstep sounds are for the game. Or for this particular mod. Okay. See, not as big as expecting this first one. But yeah, it was kind of hard to see coming in there. We'll restart though. Okay, so we're loaded in again. And let me see, just get our bearings. Maybe I should be more reliant on this if we get surprised. I should probably be using the over-under for that. Like, I was kind of surprised at how close we had to be before we started to hear the footsteps of the Labrosaurus there. Speaking of, like, sounds, these guys are still frickin' loud. Does that sound like it came from our south? That's just a dryosaurus. Now, is that I'm actually not sure if I was mistaking the reply for ambience now. I'll try again and see. Maybe it was just ambience, actually. Yeah, that was kind of confusing with how, like, the timing of that was. I don't know if I've heard that in my times out here before. Okay, well, let's work our way to the west because we are, again, eastern side of the map. And so far, haven't heard anything in reply. No, that was just him stepping. I do want to be a bit cautious. I feel like it might be hard to get the damage you need into the Labrosaurus to take them down, unless you have the Spas 12 or you hit the mortal zone. Whew. Was not expecting that to come out of nowhere. I think I just managed to hear the footsteps in time. Oh, Lord. And of course, that's not actually what we're after this episode. It's when I don't try, I'm well. I can do good and amazing things, but when I actually actively try to do something, I lower my quality quite a bit. Now, I don't know if that was... I don't know what is actually the replies, if there are any, or if it's just ambience. Like, so far, I don't think we've actually had a single one even reply this hunt. Of course, when it's the ones I'm actually not looking for, they are easy and just completely oblivious to me. Okay, this might be what we've been waiting for. So there's one somewhere over there. Holy crap, they pick you up from really far away. Oh, and I'm starting to really hate these clip sizes, too. I didn't realize I used that much already. We'll restart again. Okay, we're into another hunt. And yeah, it's like the recoil that's starting to come with the or whatever this one is. I gotta look up actually what this weapon is. I don't know if it actually feels like it's worth it over the regular hunting rifle. We'll have to see, try to encounter, or get another one more on our terms. But it really feels like... if they're going to be able to detect you from that far out, I feel like they're a little too quick of an animal. I don't know. Okay, there's one up there somewhere. It seems like we basically have to be the ones to... like, the spine shot makes me think we have to be the ones to find it before they find us. But I don't know where on the spine. Like, is it kind of the nape of the neck? Is it middle of the back? Is it the full back? It's hard to say what to specifically try for. And because the weapons have... you know what? I'll take the one, so at least we have something for the trophy room, but we'll go on another hunt. Like I've said, I actually try and focus and try and see about doing good. I am terrible. I just randomly take a shot out of, like, self-defense. There you go, here you go. I don't know what it is, but we'll try going into another hunt. Ooh, maybe we'll try with the Spas 12, because if they get up close, at least there's a means of some self-defense while we're dealing with them. So, we'll hop in for another hunt, we'll take what trophies we can, and then preview everything in the trophy room in a little bit. Let's see how we do with the radar to help us. Okay, so we're dropped in here. Oh, and we actually have... Well... Oh. Okay, so that's... Seemed like it was kind of like the back of the neck is where you want to aim on them. Like, there was a little bit of sound issue with the Spas 12 shooting, but it seemed like once I was aiming less for the body, more right here, that put it down. So we'll... Oh, maybe we'll go east first. I was going to say we'll go south, but that's an awful lot of them all clustered together in the middle there. We'll just work our way to the east and try to get that one kind of all on his own there. Or do we want... or should I try going south? I think south is going to be closer. We'll try getting down there. I should be ready with the Spas 12 too, because, like, the only things I should be seeing... Okay, he picked us up already. Oh. Yeah, they have ridiculous sensitivity in this mod. Like, way out of your field, they pick you up. Okay, we're dropped in again. Ooh, I think I'm going to run up to the north, given the fact there are 4 pretty clustered together to the south. Oh, but the wind's not really going to be in our favor, so it's probably going to pick us up. Yeah, I want to see how well it can pick us up, because it feels like the animals are picking us up well beyond our visual range. Which is not a good thing in my opinion. Because here's the thing, if you can only pick something up, like, visually for where it is, without the radar, maybe you can get a call to get an idea of location, but that still doesn't help you for, like, distance-wise for a reply. I don't know how fair it feels to have a dinosaur, or have the animals, have such high levels of sensitivity. Like, we'll see how the wind goes, and, like, the direction it blows, but... This kind of feels like they've gone a little too far with the sensitivity on some of them. Like, the Sinosaurus are another one where, because they are so scent heavy, it seems like they are picking up much more readily than you can be, like, prepared for them. Okay, so it's going to be around the water here. Okay, so I'm not going to run. I'm just going to watch the wind and that dot and see how... like, when it might start coming in. Yeah, not yet. Although, of course, now the wind wants... Now, it was already picking us up even before getting to, like, the edge of the circle there. Yeah, I think the sensitivity... I don't know if it's because I'm using the direct... or the 3DFX or what, but it feels like they're way too easy to pick you up. Like, we'll stop in the menu here a moment just to, like, go over. Like, the Vectosaurus seems alright, the Stegosaurus does, the Allura Titan, hearing's a little up there, but the other ones are small enough I think they're okay. Sarcosaurus, sight is a bit high, but I still think that's okay. It's once you get to the Sinosaurus, scent, it's off the chart. Alluramus, hearing's off the chart. And the Labrosaurus, if its biggest thing is supposed to be sight, how is it seeing us or hearing us before we're in view range with it? So I think that's something to examine, as I feel like they're a little off of what their proper register is supposed to be right now for those sensitivities. But we'll take a look in the trophy room and wrap this episode up taking a good look at it. Okay, we're in the trophy room, and we do have a ways to go to... Oh, actually, never mind. I thought we might have to go a little further, but he took up this slot right here. So he is actually pretty big when you're not just watching a death animation of him having gotten you, or standing beside him toppled over. Yeah, another one that's, again, fits in really well with the rest of the roster that's included for the mod. These new detailed Allure Titans kind of stand apart now. Again, I don't think they really needed that much of a texture update, but I'm kind of hoping maybe some of the other animals might get. I don't know, just like the two side by side, it kind of feels like they are from different mods in a way. Like, the models are still great and fantastic, but the textures, you can see one is a little bit more detailed than the other. And then, yeah, the Labrosauruses, it feels like they are a little too good for detecting you. I don't know if maybe there's just a typo somewhere in their sensitivities, but they seem to be able to pick you up well beyond, like, your render range, even with the max setting enabled. So they can be problematic, and I can see why I had some people saying that these guys are very tough or difficult to deal with. They will rush in, and because they pick you up so early, you don't have that angle you need for the Mortal Zone shot unless you surprise them. Or like how I had dumb luck, I think it was like facing down a hill. So my shot was able to get back here. Whereas before, you're kind of shooting straight in and you can't reach it. But still, model is great. Texture, it is very good for texture. It's just that it kind of feels a little apart compared to like the Allure Titans now. But maybe there will be more work done with like blending things all together as more development increases. Again, Triplex right now is just a beta for the mod. It's got a great foundation in place, and I'm eager to see what else they do add to it and bring forward. So I will return to Triplex probably once it gets more full release, just so that way there's not as much pressure on the mod developers or that to try getting things out faster. Let them work at their own pace and to put out the best content they can for like what they're comfortable with. Overall, though, if you guys are looking for like another Carnivores mod tryout, I would recommend seeing what Triplex has in store. It offers a very nice roster that blends together well, feels pretty nice and contained. The weapons, I feel like there could be a little bit more done to them. I'm hoping maybe we'll get another one or two, or even just making some, like say the second rifle you unlock, not feel like it has as much of a delay between shots, because depending on what you're after, it works on some parts of the roster. Like, I'd say everything basically up until you get to more of the carnivores like the Sinosaurus, the Alioramus, and the Labrosaurus, it will work okay. But once you get somewhere you have to get shots pumped out more quickly, there's not a weapon that really fulfills that yet aside from the Spas 12. But we'll just see as development comes along. Overall, though, it was a great mod, and I'll just end things off with taking a look at the credit page. Okay, we're just going to end this video off with just like a little preview here, so if you guys want to pause and stop and look over everybody who worked on the mod, you can see a lot of these Carnivores projects are big, maybe not the biggest community endeavors, but they are still community endeavors of a lot of people joining together, bringing them to light. So Triplex has been fantastic so far. I'm eager to see what else comes with it, and I was very happy to bring you guys this little series for it. I do think I already have the next the next Carnivore series in mind, because there was a pretty clear pick for like asking for suggestions that came up. So I'll go for there, but yeah, we are good to end things here and finish everything off. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this series, and if you did like the video, give it a like, and until I catch you in the next series, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.